Hi friends. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jordan. I will be guiding you through a grounding and hopefully relaxing flow today. This flow was specifically written for and inspired by my friend Tara. I sent out an invitation to my friends to make requests for specific flows based on their needs. However, if your name is not Tara, I invite you to accept this flow as a gift from me just the same. So again, today's flow is meant to be restorative, not overly intense, just something to get your body moving, which I think is something we could all benefit from right now. One concept I want to introduce before we get started is called mudras. And mudras is a really cool aspect of yoga that I think often gets overlooked. It is, simply put, hand gestures used in your practice, whether it's on or off your mat. So today's mudra is called Prithvi mudra, and you use it by connecting your thumb, which represents fire, to your ring finger, which represents earth. Now, this is a very, very powerful, very grounding gesture. So I'm going to invite you to use it anytime that you see fit. This is your practice, not mine. So you can modify it any way or anywhere you need to. So with that being said, let's just get started. I invite you to take an easy seat on your mat. So whether that means on a block, a blanket, a pillow, whatever works for you. My mat is nice and thick, so this works for me. Find your mudra. Again, connect your thumb to your ring finger and extend your other fingers out long. Imagine them drawing down to the earth. Now we're going to find our breath. Breathing is one of the most basic human things that we do, and we often forget how to use it powerfully. So we're going to do some grounding exercises using our breath. So I invite you to blink your eyes closed and just listen to my cues. Slowly begin to find a natural breath. And we're going to take 2 big open mouth exhales together. So inhale, fill your side body, your ribs, up to your lungs. Hold it at the top. Big open mouth exhale, press the air out. One more, inhale through your belly, fill up your lungs, maybe shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Hold it at the top. Exhale, press the air out. Good. Now find your Ujjayi breath, seal your lips. Inhale with a slight constriction at the back of your throat, almost like you're fogging up a mirror. And exhale. And be as loud or as quiet as you want. It might begin to sound like the ocean waves. Beautiful breath. Now continue this at your own pace. And on your inhale, imagine drawing energy up through your seat into your body from the earth. And on your exhale, imagine that same energy pressing down through your spine, out your seat, onto your mat. Inhale, pull the energy in from the earth. Exhale, ground down. Continue this breath at your own pace, pushing and pulling the energy. Find some comfort in it. On your next inhale, slowly come to a seated mountain pose. Draw your fingertips up towards the sky. Show your shoulders down and away from your ears. This is a great place to engage your core, to keep your spine straight. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, seated half moon. Draw your right hand down to the earth and pull your left hand up over to your right side. You can be gentle. We're going to do this a few times. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, right hand over. Beautiful. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release. This is a beautiful side body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, over. Inhale, we're going to do one more time on each side. Exhale to the right and sink a little bit deeper this time. Imagine your fingertips grounding down through mud. You can gaze up towards your hand, maybe see your mudra. And breathe. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale to the other side. Again, ground your bottom hand down to the earth. Maybe you gaze up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Soften your jaw. Relax. Inhale, back up to mountain pose. And exhale your palms down to your knees. Seated cow pose. Shine your heart forward and tilt your pelvis forward as well. Gaze up to the ceiling, stretch your shoulders back and away. Exhale, seated cat pose. Round your spine, drop your chin to your chest. One more, inhale, cow pose. Nice and open. Exhale, cat pose, draw in. Come back to neutral spine and slowly make your way over to a tabletop position. So stack your shoulders over your wrists, stack your hips over your knees, engage your core, and press down into the tops of your feet. We're going to do that same cat-cow one more time. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat pose. Draw your spine up, pull your chin, and gaze inward. Beautiful. Come back to that neutral spine. We're going to warm up our core just a little bit, nothing too intense. Lift your right leg and extend it back. You can point your toes or flex. I usually like to flex. It makes me feel really powerful. Imagine a long line of energy from the heel of your foot out through the crown of your head. Hold here, and we're going to begin to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, draw your knee into your chest and tuck your toes under, almost like a racer at the beginning of a starting line. This is a really great stretch for your toes, especially if you work in the service industry. This really stretches out the bottom of the sole. Take a few breaths here. Maybe let your head fall down. Blink your eyes closed. This isn't going to feel like much at first, but after a little while, it might start to burn a little bit. If it does, you can ease out and maybe press back in. One more inhale. Exhale. Now flip your toes over, and we're going to stretch the top of your feet. Very similarly. So a lot of my weight is kind of shifted back right now. It's not a lot of weight in the tops of my toes. Again, feet stretches are great if you work on your feet a lot or if you're really active. We're going to breathe here. This might be a little bit intense, but it's so good. When you're ready, come back to tabletop position. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Extend your left leg long, pressing energy out of your heel. And pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now once again, tuck your knee in towards your chest and flip your toes over. You can adjust here if you need to and shift your weight over your toes, stretching your toes forward. And don't forget to breathe here. Maybe let your head hang heavy, soften your jaw. Again, this might not feel like much at first, but after a while, you'll start to feel it. And this doesn't have to be a static posture either. You can have some gentle movement. After a few breaths, slowly flip your toes so you're pressing into the top of your feet. You can shift your weight around. I like to shift my weight back, more on my knees for this one. Gently, not too much weight in your toes, stretching the top of your feet. On your next inhale, slowly, gently make your way back to a tabletop position. We're going to warm up our abs again. Lift your right leg out at a 90-degree angle. You might not be able to see it very well on this side. This posture is affectionately and colloquially called fire hydrant, I'm sure you can imagine. And pulse your knee up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back and down. Other side, lift your left knee out to a 90-degree angle. Pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly bring it back down. Just something nice to kind of start to warm up our abs a little bit. Maybe find some organic movement here. Shake out your hips a little bit. Maybe find some breath. Spread your fingertips wide. Ground them down into your mat. On your next inhale, flip your toes. And exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Shift your hips high up to the sky. Energetically press through the finger paths of each of your 10 fingers. Ground your toes down to the earth. And find some organic movement here as well. We've done a little bit to stretch out our side bodies already, so that might feel a little bit more open than it did earlier today. One big unifying breath in, and open mouth, exhale it out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step your feet to meet your hands. Ragdoll pose. Shift your feet so they're hip-width distance apart. Keep your hinging at your hips. Grab opposite arms to opposite elbows. Maybe bring a generous bend in your knees so your torso sinks down onto your thighs. That's the goal here. Relax your head so it's melting down to the earth. You can take any modifications you see fit here. You can release your palms down to the earth. Maybe grab behind your head. Maybe grab behind your thighs, your shins. Whatever feels comfortable for you right now. Don't forget to breathe here. Shake it out a little bit. Find some movement. A few more breaths. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your palms on your shins or your thighs. Shine the crown of your head forward towards the side of the room. Engage your core. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Release down to the earth. Inhale, mountain pose. Slowly begin to roll up your spine. Extend your arms up towards the sky. Maybe you find your mudra once again. Reach up and out. Inhale, reach a little bit higher. Exhale, bring your palms to heart center and Anjali Mudra. We're going to do a gentle twist to the right, so I'm going to be going away from you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist through your torso, facing your right side, gently. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. You can either swan dive your arms out wide or bring them through your heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back into a high plank position. Hold here for just a moment. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Shoot energy out through the back of your heels. Engage your core and square your hips to the earth. Low plank. Exhale down to a 90-degree angle. You're shifting your weight forward over your fingertips. Gaze is down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Straighten your arms. Press to the tops of your feet so your thighs lift off the mat. Shine your heart forward. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. We're going to do that 2 more times, and each time I'll show some different variations for your high to low plank. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step, hop, or float your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, roll up and out. Exhale, standing in attention or palms to Anjali Mudra. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Bring your arms up to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back into high plank pose. At any point, you can come down to your knees and shift down to a low plank on your knees. Inhale, upward dog from here, or you can go ahead and take a cobra pose. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog, maybe coming through a tabletop. One more time together. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, shine up to the sky, mountain pose. Exhale, Samasthiti, or standing in attention. Twist to the right. I invite you to maybe open up your arms for this last one. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Maybe open arms. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into high plank. Another option is to simply stay in your high plank while I'm cueing low plank and up dog, and then just press back into downward facing dog. You can take any of those modifications throughout this class. It doesn't have to be one or the other. You can take all of them at any point. Back in downward facing dog. Take a little bit of time to maybe bend one knee, then the other. Shift your hips back and forth. Now that we're starting to warm up our bodies a little bit. Reground into the earth. Spread your fingertips wide. Maybe take a few breaths. Find your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Square your hips down to the earth. Point your pinky toe down to the earth as well. Engage your core. press your body back through your palms. Inhale, low lunge. Bring your knee to your chest and then heel toe your foot into between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Keep a 90-degree bend in that front leg. I also invite you to modify here. You can come down to your back knee if you want a little bit more grounding. I'll do the first sequence on my knees so you can see what that looks like. Inhale, reach higher, crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, exalted warrior. Drop your right hand to your back thigh and inhale your left hand high to the sky with your gaze to follow. Engage through your core, lift up and out. This is a beautiful twist. It's a great heart opener too. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, warrior two. Again, if I'm doing this on my knees, you can pivot your back leg to face the wall to make a little bit more, just more surface area so you're more stable. My knee is tracking out towards the back of the room. Your right arm will reach to the front of the room, left arm reaches back. Shrug your shoulders down and back your spine. Gaze over your front middle finger and breathe. Inhale, reverse warrior. Drop your back arm down, lift your front arm high to the sky. Reach up and onto your side body. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your right hand forward and then tick-tock down towards the earth. Your left arm comes high to the sky. You can press your elbow or the back of your forearm into your thigh to make for a really open twist here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Drop your left hand, lift your right arm high. This is more of a reach up and out than back. Exhale, plant your palms and step back through your high to low plank. Again, that might look different from mine, and that is just fine. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. And square your hips to the earth, don't kick the lamp. Twist your pinky toes down towards the earth, engage your core. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your knee into your chest. Heel toe step your feet between your hands. Square your hips towards the front of the room. And again, you can always do this from your knee. I'll do this from my knee on this side too. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up and high to the sky. Maintain a strong 90 degree in your front leg. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, exalted crescent. Drop your left arm down to your back thigh. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Shrug your shoulder down and away from your ear. Engage your core and keep a strong pelvis here. It's easy to kind of sink and fall forward. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, warrior two. Again, I'm going to pivot my leg so I have a little bit more stability. Track your front knee open towards the back of the room. Left arm reaches to the front of the room. Right arm reaches back behind you. Square your hips. Inhale, reverse warrior. Drop your back arm down, reach your front arm high to the sky. Extend out of your side body. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your left arm first forward and then hinge. Your right arm reaches up to the sky. Again, your elbow or thigh can come to kiss the inside of your front thigh. Gaze up to your top hand. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and out. Exhale, extended side angle, low lunge. Plant your palms and move through your high to low plank. It might be different from what you already did on the other side. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One big unifying breath in. One big open mouth exhale. Now we're going to move through a little bit faster. Modify any way you see fit. I'm going to do this one from standing so you can see what that looks like. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, exalted crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, plant your palms, move through your high to low plank. Don't forget to breathe. Second side, inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, reverse warrior, or exalted crescent rather. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, now reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, flow. Exhale, plant your palms, move through your high to low plank. One more time, let's really flow it out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent warrior. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, plant your palms, move through your high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Last side, here we go. Inhale, left leg high. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. There we go. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, exalted crescent. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, plant your palms, move through your high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew, take a little time to breathe here. We just did a lot of flowing and we're not quite done yet. It's going to change a little bit after this. Take 3 rounds of cleansing breath. Inhale through your side body, your ribs, your lungs. Open mouth, push the air out. Big breath in, fill up your whole body. Open, big breath out. Seal your lips. Ujjayi breath in. Ujjayi breath out. Now we're going to change it up and slow it down just a little bit. Inhale, right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist once again. Inhale, exalted crescent. Here's where we change. Exhale, simple twist. Bring your left palm down to the earth. Your right palm reaches up high to the sky. This is a great place for a block, a book, or whatever you use as a prop to bring the earth a little bit closer to you. This is a great twist. You can come down to your knee as well. And breathe here. Inhale, reach just a little bit higher. Come back up to your toes if you came down to your knee. And exhale, horizon lunge. This might take a little bit of finagling. You're going to square your knee, and you might be able to see it better on the other side. You're going to square your knee so it makes a 90-degree angle, and sink your hip down to the ground. If you have tight hips like me, you might have to adjust a little bit. A block is really helpful here too. This is great for opening your hips. This is a really powerful pose, especially if you work in the service industry. Shoot your arm back towards the back of the room. I like to flex my feet here and imagine a long line of energy out through my side body. One more breath in. Exhale, inhale, slowly make your way back to a simple twist. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your palms to the inside of your front foot. Option to heel toe your front foot out to the side of the room. Make a little bit more room for your hips. Square your shoulders over your wrists. Begin to sink your hips forward towards the earth. Inhale, shine your heart a little bit higher. Exhale, relax down. You can come down to your elbows or your forearms or a block. Whatever it takes for you to relax into this posture. Melt your crown, the crown of your head down to the earth. Soften your jaw. And breathe. You can find a little bit of movement here if you need to. Again, this is a great place to blink your eyes closed. There's nothing to see in this posture, but everything to feel. Turn in. Hold here just a little bit longer. On your next inhale, slowly make your way back up to your palms. If you had a block, scoot it out of the way. Come back, straighten your back leg, and bring your front leg back to meet your back foot for a high plank, and shift through your chaturanga, or high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, you can skip these if you're starting to get a little bit tired or you want something just a little bit more relaxing today. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, still the same. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, exalted crescent. Here's where we change. Exhale, simple twist. Drop your right hand down to the earth, left arm reaches high. Again, I love to have a block here. Bring the earth closer to me, and you can twist a little bit deeper this way. You can always come down to that back knee for a little bit more grounding. And breathe here for a little bit. Maybe again, blink your eyes closed. Soften your jaw if you're starting to get a little tense. On your next inhale, reach higher, and exhale, horizon lunge. You might be able to see a little bit better on this side. Again, bring your knee to a 90-degree angle, and begin to shift your hips down towards the earth. This can be a little bit of an intense stretch, especially if you have tight hips like me, so feel free to modify however you need. The most important part is flexing your bottom foot engaging all the way through your side body. And reach your left hand back. Again, this might look a little bit different for you, and that is just fine. If you start to feel any tension or any fire, breathe into that area of your body. This is a very fiery posture for me. Breathe just a little bit longer. On your next inhale, slowly, gently make your way back up to a simple twist. Straighten your back leg out. Reach your right arm up to the sky. And exhale, runner's lunge. Place both your palms to the inside of your front foot. Heel toe your front foot out a little bit to the edge of your mat. Make room for your hips. Square your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, release, runner's lunge. You can stay on your palms or again come down to your forearms. Maybe bring a block under your elbows if you're tight like me. Soften your jaw and release the crown of your head down to the earth. Again, this is a great place to close your eyes and refocus on your breath. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly make your way back up to your palms. Remove your block if it's in the way. Straighten your right leg and bring your left foot to meet your back for a high plank position. High to low plank, or go ahead and press back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Walk out your dog. You just opened up your hips a lot. Moving on, it's going to be a little bit different, so pay attention. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, don't kick the lamp. Low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge is the same to start. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, exalted crescent. Exhale, simple twist. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, pasarita or wide-legged forward fold. You're going to pivot your feet so they are parallel with the long edges of your mat. Hinge at your hips and let your torso sink down to the mat. You can release your hands to the earth, or you have the option to grab for the knife edge of your feet. Find your breath once again, and really let gravity assist you with this posture. This is a very restorative posture. It eases a lot of stress and anxiety. Inhale, bring your palms under your shoulders and shift into a wide-legged halfway lift. So inhale, keep your spine flat, shine the crown of your head forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your arms out to a T. Inhale, slowly rise up. Engage your core. Keep your spine strong all the way up to standing. Now we're still in a wide-legged stance with our legs straight. We're going to move into triangle pose. Pivot your front foot to face the front of your mat. Engage your core. Begin to twist, or tick-tock rather. Drop your right hand down towards your front leg, and your left arm reaches high to the sky. So you can stay here, or if you're feeling pretty strong in your core, you can start to hinge a little further. The most important part of this posture though is engaging through your side body and keeping a really long torso. If you need to, you can also shorten your stance a little bit as well. Breathe here. This is kind of an intense posture. Maybe find your mudra once again and imagine you're shooting energy all the way from your top fingertip down into the earth. One more inhale here. Exhale to warrior two. Ground down into the back edge, the knife edge of your back foot. Bend into your front leg. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, plant your palms. Move through high to low plank. Or again, just press back into downward facing dog. Second side, inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, same here. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, exalted crescent. Exhale, simple twist. Stay here, breathe just a little bit longer. And exhale, forward fold. Bring your palms to the front and then shift over. Parallel your feet to the long edges of your mat. Shift around if you need to. Hello world. And sink the crown of your head down towards the earth. You can find a little bit of movement here. Now that your hips are a bit more open, you might have more space to shift around. Breathing here is really important as well. Relax your spine. Sink down to the earth. Soften your jaw. On your next inhale, bring your palms back under your shoulders and shift up to a halfway lift, wide-legged stance. Shine the crown of your head forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your arms out to a T. And on your next inhale, engage your core. Slowly rise up with a strong spine. Pivot your front foot to point to the front edge of your mat. Engage through your core. Begin to tilt into triangle pose. Again, your left arm can reach down towards your thigh. Right arm reaches high. Your bottom hand kisses the inside of your thigh or your calf if you're feeling really flexible. Gaze up towards your top hand. Shrug your shoulders down and away. We're going to hold this just a little bit longer. This is a great spine strengthener and side oblique strengthener. Breathe here. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, plant your palms. Move through your high to low plank or just simply step back into downward facing dog. Now we're going to mix it up. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step, hop, or float your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your big toes together to touch. Leave a slight sliver at your heels. Bend your knees, sink your hips back like you're sitting in a chair. Inhale, chair pose. Reach your arms up to the sky. Maybe find your mudra here. Engage your core. Shrug your shoulders down and away from your ears. This can be kind of a challenging posture, so it might look different from mine. It might be higher. It might be lower. You can shift around and see what's comfortable for you. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, prayer twist on the right. Bring your palms to heart center. place your left elbow outside of your right knee. Gaze up over your top shoulder. Maybe gaze back and check to make sure that your knees are in line with one another. Energetically press your palms together. Breathe, soften your jaw. Maybe you can sink your hips a little bit deeper at this point. It's okay if there's a little bit of shaking. Shaking is good. Inhale, twist deeper. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose on the other side. Sink your hips back like you're sitting in a chair. Lift your arms up to the sky. Engage your core. Shrug your shoulders down and away from your ears. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, prayer twist on the left. Bring your palms to heart center. Bring your right elbow outside of your left knee. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Maybe check to make sure your knees are in line with one another. Energetically press your palms together. Breathe. This is a little bit of a challenging posture, but it's so good for you. Twists are amazingly detoxifying. Sink your hips a little bit deeper if you can. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your toes out. Heel toe your feet out to the wide edges of your mat. Begin to sink your hips down to the earth for frog squat. I'm going to pivot so you can see me a little bit better. Your toes can face out and gently sink your hips down towards the earth. Your elbows go to the inside of your knees. Lengthen out through your spine, engage your core. If the earth is just a little too far for you, you can bring a block or a pillow or any sort of prop under your seat if you want to kind of relax a little bit more at this point. Breathe here. And at this point, I invite you to move into a hip stretch using your frog squat position. So again, I'm going to do this in your direction, so maybe you can see it a little bit better. Shift forward onto your knees in a wide leg position. For a little bit more, you can leave your legs at a 90-degree angle. Begin to hinge forward at your hips. If you're comfortable here, you can relax your head down to the earth. You can adjust if you need to. This can be kind of an intense stretch. We carry a lot of stress and anxiety in our hips, so we're opening up a lot of energy here. Breathe. And let yourself melt into the earth. Imagine every exhale is pressing energy down and out. A few more rounds of breath. On your next inhale, slowly make your way back up to your palms. Gently bring your knees back underneath you. Shift back into a tabletop position. Find a little bit more organic movement here. We've already been here before. See if it feels different. Maybe do some cat cows. On your next inhale, come back to a tabletop position with a neutral spine. Exhale, shift your weight forward. So you're moving into a high plank position on your knees. Slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your palms where they are. Zip your legs together so they're like a cobra's tail. Exhale, ground down. Inhale, cobra pose. You're going to shine your heart forward. Maybe lift your gaze a little bit. Don't strain too hard. Press into the tops of your feet with little to no weight in your hands. Exhale your right ear down to the mat. Fallen fairy stretch. Bring your right arm long to the side, or if you have a wall, you can go ahead and goal post your arms. This is a great shoulder stretch. Bend your left knee and begin to guide it over to the right side of your body. Again, if you're in a small space, you might have to modify a little bit. Adjust until this feels comfortable for you. This should be a moderately intense shoulder stretch, so you can come out of it a little bit if you need to warm up a bit more, or you can press a little bit deeper. This is great if you've been really tense lately. Maybe your shoulders have been up higher than normal. And ground down. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly make your way back to your belly. Bring your palms back in towards your chest. Zip your legs together. Exhale to ground down. Inhale, cobra pose. Shine your heart forward. Bring the weight out of the fingertips. If you want to challenge, you can maybe lift your feet, maybe your thighs off the mat as well. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, bring your left ear to the mat. Extend your left arm out long, fallen fairy. Again, you can extend it out long or goal post it. Bring bend your right knee and begin to guide your right leg over to the left side of your body. You can adjust as you need to. This is a pretty intense stretch. And breathe. Soften your jaw. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly make your way back to your belly. Exhale, press back through tabletop, and slowly make your way onto your back. In whatever way suits you. Bring your knees into your chest, begin to roll along your spine. All the hard work is done. Now it's time to release. After a few circles one way, maybe you can circle out the other way. Happy baby. Bring your knees towards your chest and begin to reach for the outer edges of your feet. Now this is just one way to do happy baby. You can modify it however is comfortable for you. You can maybe bend your knees, maybe grab for your ankles instead. And shift your weight back and forth along your spine. Take some loud, open mouth breaths here. Slowly bring your knees back into your chest. Hug your right knee into your armpit. Let your left leg go long. Kick any props that you might have out of the way. they're hindering your relaxation. Hug your knee into your armpit and release. Guide your right knee over to the left side of your body. Let your right arm go along with your gaze to follow. Again, you can modify here any way you see fit. Maybe a block under your knee to bring the earth closer to you. Maybe you bend both knees. No matter how you do it, this posture is extremely beneficial. Take a few breaths here. Release your weight down to the ground. Maybe blink your eyes closed. Slowly bring your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Release your right leg long. Hug your left knee into your armpit. Exhale. Guide your right knee over to your left side. Extend your left arm long. And again, take any variation that feels comfortable for you. Maybe it's different from the other side. Let your gaze follow your left hand for an even deeper stretch and twist. Breathe here once again. Maybe find your mudra here. Reconnect to the earth. Breathe. On your next inhale, bring your knees back into your chest. From here, you can either stay curled into a tight ball and give yourself a big hug, or if you want a little bit more of a spine stretch, you can go ahead and shift into plow pose, moving from shoulder stand and slowly letting your legs fall over towards the earth. If you're in a small space, you can bend your knees as well. And breathe. When you're ready to move on, slowly roll down your spine, or if you're in a ball, hug yourself just a little bit tighter. And exhale, release into Shavasana or corpse pose. Let your legs go along, let your arms fall to your side with your palms facing up. And feel your body melt into the earth. This is the most important part of all of your moving practices. Breathe here and seal in and soak in all of the benefits of your beautiful flow today. Return to a natural breath. If you want to reconnect to your body, you can bring one palm to your belly and one to your chest. Feel yourself breathing. Notice how seamlessly your breath lifts and lowers your palms. Imagine energy going up into your hands when you inhale and pressing energy down through your belly, through your chest, all the way to the earth, connecting you together. here at your own pace. Find a little bit of comfort in the silence. I invite you to stay here if it's comfortable, or if you're ready to move on with your day. Begin to bring some gentle movement back into your toes. Wiggle your fingertips. Bring a soft smile to your lips. Roll out your wrists. Bend your knees. Shift your weight from side to side. Eventually rock onto the left side of your body into a fetal position. Use your bicep as a pillow. And breathe. Slowly press through your palm and lift yourself back up to a seat. Maybe you find your easy seat that you found at the beginning of practice, or maybe it's a little bit different, whatever is comfortable for you. Reconnect with your mudra. Place your thumb on your ring finger. And breathe. Return to that image of your energy pulling up through your body from the earth and sending it down out through your seat to the earth. Continue with some easy breaths here. I invite you to bring your palms together for Anjali Mudra. And we'll seal our practice together. The light and energy, teacher and student within me, honors and bows to the light and energy, teacher and student in each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me in this practice today. Namaste.